Hello, everyone. What's going on? I'm MK Ultra. This is Strange Backcountry. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm sorry, I'm sweaty like a pig. Uh, we'll get going here. We're back here in Area J. There's been some recent activity. I'm here with Julie, and I don't know if you want me to say her name. We'll call it Jay.
Jay.
And we're going to talk about the recent activity that they experienced, and we're going to be staking it out. And let me spin this thing around. Make sure. Yeah, perfect. Okay, it's basically the same kind of. I think basically the same spot we were in before. So they're going to stay off camera to tell us about their encounters, but they are mic'd up. You guys want to introduce yourselves, and we'll get a quick little mic test in.
Okay. Yeah.
On this.
Test.
How's that sounding?
Can you hear me?
Okay. I think everyone's.
I think you
Not
got.
seeing any big
you got
complaints
me?
here, so I guess we're good.
How about Jeff? We're just going Jeff.
I'm just Jeff. Yeah.
It's
Just
Jeff.
Jeff. Yeah.
We're just going to
Alias.
tell it's Jeff.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you hear?
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Is everyone picking up everyone's microphones? I'm here by myself, so it's going to be a lot of me going back and forth, but we're going to handle it just fine. Did we ever figure out what was the first encounter? I think it was yours, Jeff, right? With the
Yeah,
you want to go into
with
that?
the shadow? Yeah, I generally walk down there, and I have a place where I dump food because it gets so hot here. Putting it in the garbage is like putrid, so we dump it in lieu of that. And I was just dumping some food out there along the fence line, and I just happened to glance over, and I seen this shadow about 4 feet off the ground, maybe a couple feet long, and just cruising. I mean, at a pretty rate of speed.
I think one of yours.
Yeah, it was just gliding right along. I was
And-
like,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, it's like,
Like
what did
a-
I just see? That's
Like a
nice.
black mass.
Yeah, like a big, like a big black mass, like you'd see in a horror movie, but it was like just moving very quickly.
Wow.
And it was, it was like in between this, not really a road, but kind of a little trail in the woods. It was following it actually.
Yeah, and where this would have taken place is kind of over in this direction, and it
Yeah.
would have been moving towards this way, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
back where
Towards
a lot of
our
activity is.
property.
Back
yeah.
over here where
Yeah.
most of the activity seems to be taking place in.
Yeah.
But the activity does kind of take place everywhere, right? Around here, like
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does. I mean, there's no one place where it
No,
really isn't
it's-
these days.
I know from our last time here, it was popping off everywhere
Yes.
constantly. So there was never like one singular location.
Yeah.
And then, Julie, you had an incident, an orb experience that there's a detail about it that surprises me. You want to tell me
yeah.
about that?
It was well, actually, when Jeff had his experience, that was just this last Monday night. It was about 6:00 p.m. It wasn't night yet. It was in the evening. And also, I want to say that that's the first time, and I mean, Jeff can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the first time he has seen something like that
Yeah, I've never seen
in
anything
broad
like that.
daylight out here.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that was broad daylight. I mean, it was.
You know,
Okay, yeah,
close
it's a
and
good
personal.
yeah, it
detail.
wasn't nighttime. It wasn't dark yet or anything.
Uh-uh.
So that was a first.
Okay.
I know he has seen shadow, like I guess people would say, figures that look like black figures.
Resemble people.
Yeah, darting around the front of our property out by the gate out there and all that area. Like I said last time you were here, we've seen shadow people in the house.
I've seen one peer into the house.
He
from the
saw
patio.
one bend down and look at him through the sliding glass door.
That's creepy.
Yeah,
That's
one
very
night
creepy.
when we were sitting watching TV.
So like the door was there and it kind of leaned in.
Yeah.
I just kind of leaned in to see what was going on.
Yeah, now that's creepy. I'm sorry, it's creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy. That's a creepy visual.
Yeah, and so I mean, we're used to the weirdness, the strangeness, but when he came in, he's like shaking his head and just looking at me, and I mean, he had this look on his face like, what the hell did I just see? And I said, so what happened? And he told me, and I was like, oh, that's great. And so a couple nights later, I was sitting on our deck, the back of the house, and I was out there. I have a bunch of plots hang on the deck, and I was out there messing around with stuff, and I hear the sound, and it sounded like what an acorn or something large would sound like if it was falling down in a tree with the leaves,
Yeah.
how it hits. So I looked up in front of me, and about 50 feet to where the fence line is, right in front of me at tree top height, which was probably, those trees over there is probably, I want to say what?
70, 75 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I see this blue orb, and as far as the size, I want to say it was probably bigger than a baseball,
Okay.
bigger than a baseball size. And what was weird is I could hear it as it was the leaves. It was like psh, psh, hitting the
You hear
leaves,
it like,
and the leaves were basically moving out of the way as it went by, and it was illuminating around it, so I could literally see it was projecting its own light.
yeah. Wow.
But it was actually parting the leaves out of its way.
I was surprised to hear that, because generally when I'm thinking of orbs, I don't think of them. I think of them as less physical mass. So to kind of hear that they're actually pushing through stuff.
Pushing through, yeah.
Maybe it's because I heard stories about orbs going through people, or you see them going through
Right.
people in videos. So I just assume like, oh, they must.
That, yeah, and it was really strange. And I ran in and I said, Jeff, you're not going to believe what I just saw. And I don't know why we keep saying you're not going to believe what I just, we should by now, but he's like, what? And I told him, and he goes, oh, that's great. Because that's about what we say every time one or the other goes, guess what I saw? And we're, oh, that's great.
And that was similar in the same kind of area of where Jeff.
Yes,
saw the
not
figure.
far from where Jeff saw the black mass.
Was it moving in the same direction, or was it moving?
No, it was moving from right to left.
Okay, so
it was moving the opposite direction of what he saw. The mass he saw was moving left to right, and so I just was standing there watching. After I just went inside for just a quick few seconds to tell Jeff what I saw. I came back out, and I was standing there, and I kept looking for it and kept looking for it, and I didn't see it again, but I did hear that same sound of like the leaves
Like
being crunched around. I was hearing that for a little bit after that, but I didn't see that orb again that night. I mean, I have seen, like I said before when you were here, I have seen out on the property before.
Yeah, I think the last time I did a live stream here, there was, I think 2 weeks prior to that. Yeah,
our fiance were here and they saw, and it could be the same type of thing, only theirs was much bigger what they saw.
Oh, it was even bigger than that.
Yes.
So it would have been like almost like a soccer ball kind of.
Yeah, I would say something like that. And it was larger than what I saw. So I don't know. That was kind of unusual. I would say that's the first time I've seen an orb actually crushing through the leaves and making a sound. Now,
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard that before.
yeah, I've seen them. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of times when I see them, they're at a distance. I see the flashes up in the trees. It looks like the old Polaroid flash bulbs. I see things, and it could be at a distance where I can't hear it actually, and it could be happening. I don't know.
Which we had on the last live stream, there was a Polaroid flash towards I got to get the timestamp on that. But when we were talking,
Yeah.
me and Julia both saw it on our screen. There was like a Polaroid flash just kind of lit up. It would have been between us and the camera, so it doesn't make any sense where it kind of came from.
Right, and I know I was standing right over here when you said that.
Yeah.
But I was looking off in a different direction. But yeah, that's what happened just this week. This week.
And you said normally that like the summers do seem to die down a little bit.
Well, the summers die down with the unusual howls and growls and that kind of thing. Now, as far as anything that you might deem as paranormal, which would be orbs, voices, sounds, that continues on. But as far as what some people might deem more towards being from a Sasquatch, I don't know. I like I said before, I don't know. I don't see what's making those sounds. Say that's what it is.
Yeah.
but it would be more apt to what people would suggest would be more of a vocalizer from something like that. Now, those sounds do die off in the summer.
Interesting.
And also, I wanted to add that after this happened, let's see, his was on Monday, mine was on Wednesday. Then Thursday, our neighbor from behind us over here, where very not far from Jeff saw the black mass, he came over to visit, and we're standing in the kitchen, and I said, hey, by the way, I just wanted to ask you if you've had any weird stuff happening going on lately, seeing or hearing anything. And I mean, immediately he goes, as a matter of fact, I have. He goes, I've seen, and we didn't tell him what Jeff saw. Yeah, I just
Say a word.
asked
He
him.
didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, I
Wow.
just asked him if he'd seen or heard anything unusual lately because I want to see what he said. And he says, yeah, I've seen this like black mass shooting through my woods behind my house. And I'm like, you're kidding. And he's like, no, I've seen it a couple times. And it's during the day.
And he would be like, his house would be like oriented like in the same run of path
Right
where you
over
saw
here.
it. Like it would have been
His
right over
house is over here.
there. Okay, so
And the woods he's referring to is back there,
okay.
back in that direction. So his property and our property meet back there. And where his property and our property meet is all wooded, like solid mass woods. So
Okay.
that's where he saw what he saw. And he's seen it at least a couple of times. And he described just like what Jeff saw. He said about 4.5 feet off the ground. Nothing like with legs or anything, nothing like a bipedal type anything, just this black shadowy mass that zips off from him. And he said that his dog goes on alert when he's out there and he sees this thing. It's like the dog catches right now. And the dog's been he said that his dog has been alerting a lot recently towards those woods more than normal.
Interesting. So it seems like something kind of new. Like something new. Did it seem because like
Yeah, because I asked
this.
him, I said, have you seen that before? And he's like, I haven't seen that particular thing before. But not like this.
This was like different.
Yeah.
Well,
Where it gets really weird. Because
the more I looked into like the Sasquatch thing, the more I get stories of you hear it, but you do not see it, where you should be able to see it. Like it should be right there in front of you.
yeah, he was really confused because his dog's alerting. He's hearing it. He looks over. Of course, it's dark, but if there's somebody walking out of your shed, they're going to have clothes on. They're going to, you know what I mean? Like you're going to be able to. He was close enough to know if there was a human being walking out of his shed.
And it never like sped up, so it like
no,
just
walked,
walking.
just no running,
Wow.
no flashlight, no nothing, pitch black. You know where it went, because you know back here it's pitch black.
Yeah.
So where it was going, where it walked into was absolute pitch black, and he heard it as it walked away until it just faded away.
Wow.
Just kept walking.
That's so strange. So it really seems to be in these woods then, like this area seems to be like the epicenter and all that.
A lot of things, majority of the stuff happens and comes from back here. You know, like I said before, I do have weird stuff that happens in front of the house, sometimes over the south side, but mostly it's behind right over here and into the woods back there.
Yeah, and the barn, in case I missed the other stream where we were talking about that you had a medium come out here and they said that there's a man that was buried back there.
Well, she said you have a dead man back here walking around.
Okay. That was one of the things about since I've been living in UR and all that, orbs is such a huge thing there. Almost any local that's been there for any amount of time have seen orbs. They always refer to them as the spirits of the woods.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's the spirits, or do you think it's like a phenomenon, like a ball lightning type of situation where it's more supernatural than paranormal?
I don't think it's ball lightning. The things that I have seen, I say it's more of a paranormal. It could be a spiritual thing, you know, because there is a lot of, you know, like we talked about before, there's a lot of quartz. This whole ground is, and has a lot of energy. So could that be producing something? I don't know, but I just know that I don't think it's ball lightning.
Yeah, it's not like a naturally
No,
forming
I don't
phenomenon.
believe so. I don't believe so.
It doesn't seem like it. Just the way like the one I saw I didn't register as a like phenomenon. It registered as like something more on the realm of like spiritual. If that makes sense.
Right.
And oh, I just saw a light. Oh, that's lightning bug. Never mind. I
Okay,
saw one.
don't
I was like, what was
freak out like that. Get move. So yeah, there's
Have you ever, out of curiosity, have you ever hoped to see something out here and then see it, like, kind of willed it to happen?
no, I wouldn't say that because it's usually when you see stuff out here, it's usually you're going about your business. You're just doing everyday things.
And it just catches you off guard.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not
I have
doing anything.
yeah, I have been in. Let me say this: I have been in the back of our property a few times, investigating, quote unquote, investigating. We've pitched tents back there before. We've heard stuff back there when we were pitching tents back there before. But a lot of the stuff that happens is when you're just going to the back of the property to check the fences. You're going back there to, we had a
So
storm.
it's like the furthest from your mind. When
Yeah,
actually
you had a
doing it.
storm. Let's go back there and see if any trees are down. You know what I mean? It's like, or just taking a walk back there because it's about 10 acres throughout here.
Mhm.
And so we have that trail, as that goes all the way to the back, and we'll walk that trail. And you can just be going about your business and then just kind of look over and there's that damn Polaroid flash bulb going off at the top of the tree to your left.
That's so strange.
I mean, it's not, I think more happens when you are not looking for it than when you are looking for it.
Yeah, that's interesting because oftentimes people wonder if something's like manifesting because like you were just thinking about it, like, but like in this situation, it's not that at all. Like it's you're literally not thinking about it at all, and it's just
I'd prefer not to see things.
I would imagine so. Yeah,
had so much happen that I would love to just have a freaking normal time to walk to the back and not in the back of my mind maybe thinking there's something out here. But I mean, you can get the willies back there some days. Some days it feels absolutely.
I was gonna say the tonal
nothing.
shift out here is so drastic. You come out here during the day, it's beautiful, it's nice. And as soon as that sun goes down, which we're going into, it's like it takes a shift. Like you can feel it.
You can feel it. You can feel it.
And even on that last live stream, it just felt like it kept getting darker and darker and darker to the point where it's just like it felt like we were just getting.
Well, when you're out here, if you notice, the dark seems to come closer and closer and closer to you. Then when you notice, it almost looks like it goes back. And then it starts creeping in again, and then all of a sudden you notice again, and it's just real eerie. I don't know if any other people experience that in places, but I can vouch.
It's such a hard thing to kind of describe to people because people, it's stuff like that where it's like you seeing it like it's getting darker and darker, but then like you said, like it kind of leaves off. Because I remember that night when we were like towards the end of the live stream, it was like dark, and it was getting to the point where it felt like you couldn't see anything past. Your hands, like it was getting that dark. Then after we packed everything up and we were laying down, I got up there around, it must have been 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was like I came out here, it was like light again. Like everything was fine again. I was like, well, what just happened? Like
right. Yeah. And I mean, we have this street light back here for protection, I'm glad we have that because I don't know if I could do it out here without this light. I don't know that I could sit on my deck. I don't know if you know what I mean? It's like, if that wasn't out here, it'd be nope. It'd be a big nope ever coming out here.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have a lot of like lighting. I would too if I lived here. I'd light it all up.
Here, can you put some more over there? But yeah, it's I don't know if anybody has any questions in chat.
Yeah, let me go check on chat. Hopefully it's not a mess or anything. Oh, let me say hi to a few people. We got I've got a spot for my mouse. We got here. We got Miranda Crew. Good to see you. Jeff Matlow. Good to see you. H. Smith. Good to see you. We got Jimmin to Wild Blue Yonder. Is that what it is? Or Jammin? Oh, yeah, Jimlin. Wild Boom. That's a good name. Mickey Richards, what's going on? Who else is in chat? Paul F. Green, good to see you. Crypto Castleberry, good to see you, man. Patty G, good to see you. Reverend PC, good to see you, man. Does anyone have any questions they like to ask? The property is beautiful, and she's got a lot going on there. That's from H. Smith. Yeah, the property is really nice. Like kind of like what we were saying, it's such a nice place. Like during the day, it's a really beautiful place, and then like, at night, it really takes a shift.
Yes.
How long have you said you've been here? Over 10 years?
No, it's been 9 years, a little over 9 years.
9 years. And has it always been this way?
Well, I mean, I first noticed it after about 6 months when we moved in. That's when I first noticed that there were those unusual sounds with the coyotes. Remember, I told you that that's how it all started. Was I heard some weird stuff, sent it over to David Ellis from the Olympic Project. He analyzed it, sent it back, a couple clips, and said, I think you might have company. So that's how it all started. I did not know that I was going to be catching EVPs at all. I had no
So at that point, you were just like, oh, it's like a Bigfoot phenomenon.
Yeah, I figured there was some, because you know, this area in here has the most sightings in all of North Carolina.
Yeah.
This area. There's been a couple of sightings just
there's so
north
much
of us,
woodland.
south of us. I mean, every direction there's been sightings.
Yeah, this whole like center, for people who don't know North Carolina too well, the center of it, Uwharrie's basically in the center of it, but even beyond Uwharrie's boundaries, it's all forest. And the guy who wrote the textbook for North Carolina history that they have in the high school, his name is Mr. Freeze, I think, oddly enough. He called it the Central Park of North Carolina, where basically the whole center of the state is woodland, and we're like in the middle of it. If you drive around here, it's even outside of the Uwharrie's boundaries, it's probably 30 miles of just forest all around
forest,
it.
really, and little spots of town, little towns here and there.
Yeah, and they're literally crossroad type town. Like
towns,
like they're.
You're lucky if you have a light in your town.
And at 3 a.m., a Bigfoot could walk down the street in one of those towns and wouldn't be seen.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
I mean, places.
It is a very weird place. I love it here. I would hate to ever have to move from here over anything that we see or hear. So fortunately, you know, we've had those talks, you know,
about whether you guys should leave or not.
Well, I've had the talks with whatever's here about don't be coming in my house doing anything crazy. You know, we've seen the shadow things, the mist, nothing bad or evil has happened in our home.
Good. So there seems to be a boundary then.
Yes. So as long as that continues, and I don't do a lot of things in my house to stir the pot with that or trigger anything. Anything we do would be out here mostly.
Okay.
I believe that, like you said, if you start in your head and you're trying to manifest something, you may just the law of attraction.
Like, even if it's just like, oh man, I'd like to see an orb today. Like just something as simple as that. Like, oh, that would be interesting. You're right. I mean, you are fortunate in the sense that you have experienced a lot of things where, I mean, those people who give up everything to do this, and you know, just to try to see something. So it is fortunate. I think you guys get to see this type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
as long as it stays neutral.
Yeah.
Can we talk about? You don't have to show it, but can we talk about that photograph you showed me last time I was here that you took with your dog?
Oh yeah.
And I guess there needs to be some setup for it, but I guess there's been researchers out here like Adam Davies talked about like portals and all this out here.
Right. Yeah. Well, that picture was taken over in the Uwharrie.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah, that was taken down from Yates campground.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember I was telling you about the meadow?
Yes, the meadow behind.
Meadow.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, if you walk down the logging road from Yates campground, the old forest road, you walk down there. I don't know, it's about a mile, maybe, honey, mile and a half, something like that. And then on the left, there's Yeah, and in that meadow has been people have reported alien activity, Sasquatch activity that I know of personally that have experienced it. People that have experienced it there have told me.
Wow.
All kinds of stuff happened.
I've
That
had
meadow there.
people who were over there camping and saw something on the other side of the field that looked like a Neanderthal woman.
Whoa.
Yeah, an actual Neanderthal woman kind of just rocking back and forth looking at them. Yeah.
I've been by that meadow. I mean, I've hiked past it probably 40 times in my life. I didn't know there was any type of history like that with
Oh,
it
yeah.
there.
Very active place.
Oh, that's one of the most active places.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, at night. I've had rocks thrown at me over there. When Adam Davies was here, we went over there with the psychic that came, Vanessa. It was me and Adam and Vanessa and Mike Richburg, Jeff. we went over there, and Adam, he can vouch for this. Anybody want to talk to Adam Davies about being in the Uwari that time? He walked out in that meadow, and
I meant to actually reach out to Adam Davies. Some popped
Yeah,
in my
you
head the
should
other
do
day.
that.
I was like, I should actually reach out to him and see if he.
you should talk to him about it. He'll tell you. He walked out in that meadow, and Vanessa was going. He had his arm out in front of him, kind of waving it as he was walking, and he's like, "I feel something weird out here." And as soon as he said that, like at the same time, Vanessa says, "Adam, be careful. There's a portal out there." And that's when he moved his hand into whatever it was. In that picture I showed you, it made his arm look backwards.
Yeah, so I saw a series of pictures, and one of them was Adam Davies, and his arm is sticking out, but it looks disjointed.
Yeah,
kinda,
like
I guess you describe it, like it looks altered.
Yeah,
in a way.
it's really weird. I took a picture as soon as Vanessa said that, and he over at us, kind of with this shocked look on his face, because he was feeling some kind of temperature change.
Okay.
He was saying, and we snapped a couple pictures. That was the only one out of the ones that I took of him standing out in that field that looked like that too, by the way.
Really?
Just that 1 second.
And that was a digital camera?
It was on my phone.
Okay.
A Samsung 20.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one then too.
So yeah, and that was really weird. And then another Jeff and I were over there with our dog, and I was down on one knee taking a selfie with my dog. I took a couple different selfies.
Yeah.
I showed you the first one. You could see me.
And these are like standard pictures where you're with your dog.
On one knee, the dog was right beside me. I took a selfie of me and the dog. I took another picture, and after I looked at them a little bit later on, I was like, what in the world? Because
I'll describe the photograph. What it would be like, say you're on your knees, right? And you're taking a picture with your dog next to you. Now imagine if everything below your chest right here just disappeared, and you could see Jeff's legs, who's standing behind her, maybe like 30 feet, 20 feet or so. Yeah. You could just see his legs from it's so weird looking. Like there's no way your body could be out of the way. It's literally cut off.
Let me if you want to show your people, you can. Let me.
Yeah, if you want to block, that'd be awesome if they could see it.
I have my hair up and sunglasses on, so it's not a big deal. Here, let me see if I can. It's on my phone here.
Let me check to see if there's any more questions or anything from chat.
Because I'll let you show both of them.
Oh, we got Pork Chop Express in the chat. Tennessee, Kentucky, Bigfoot. Did I miss anyone? Mike MC. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming out. Pork Chop Express, he just saw light. There is lightning bugs out here. So, because I did the same thing. I saw a little blink over there and I looked, but then there is lightning bugs out here. So I'm hoping an orb would look different than a lightning bug.
I think it would. Let's see if I can. Always have trouble trying to find that picture, but I know it's on my phone. But if you want to go ahead, I'll find it. I will definitely find it here. Just give me a minute because I've got like 1,200 pictures on this stupid phone.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. So, but yeah, that was because it took me a minute to understand what I was looking at. You know, it was really weird. You know how you get that feeling when you're looking at something and something just doesn't right and you can't put your finger on. All of a sudden, it comes into
sort of like an uncanny valley, like something's off here. But
yeah, and all of a sudden, it all just zooms in on you, and you're like, "What in the world?" And you could plainly see Jeff.
okay, yeah, that's it, right? House signal. Let me check my Starlink connection real fast. There's already like out here in this area, there's like no phone signal to be had whatsoever.
No.
And, Starlink, but the only option we got here, and as you can see up into the quite the canopy above us, but I got a pretty decent sliver through here. I think it might be. Let me check the bring up. I don't know if you guys ever seen Starlink. Yeah. What was that? We have the high sensitivity mic set up. I'm going to turn it in a second. I wanted the. Okay, there is an obstruction.
Obstruction?
Yeah, let me see if I can move it.
How about, do you have a long cord on that?
Yeah, I still got probably another 20 feet I can move around.
What about moving it more that direction? Because over there is a more wide open place.
All right, let me try that. I'll go. Let me get my cordage together. I'm gonna try to take it out into the driveway kind of area where we know there isn't any trees. Let me get maximum cordage. I'll be able to show you guys this too. Spin that around real fast. Using the buses. We last time we got rained out, so we had to rush in. This time I dropped the handicap ramp and lift, and that. If one does, I'll be a little bit quicker to get everything in. I'm gonna move the Starlink and try to get in a better position with it. You guys are probably gonna experience some buffering while I'm moving it because it's gonna be not getting signal, and then hopefully we'll get something here. Make sure I get a maximum length on this. What's that?
I don't know. Did you hear that?
Oh, I think it might be Jeff.
Is he shutting the gate?
Yeah, he's shutting
Oh,
the
thank
gate.
God.
Yeah, that was a weird noise. I was like, what is that?
I was like, nope.
Yeah, we're still on. They were having bad buffering for some reason. All of a sudden, started up. Hey, doggo. Let's see if that. Okay, guys, still with me here? We're gonna. I moved Starlink, so I got to realign it real fast. So let me align. It's got processing that I just moved it.
Yeah, out here you're lucky if you get 1 bar 4G.
Yeah, say when I come out here and I use Verizon towers. I only have 1 bar 4G, and it's not even enough to load anything. Let's see if It says Starlink's aligned. Let's see if what the viewers. How we doing? Okie, what's going on? Good to see you, Okie. I'm gonna give a little special shout out to Okie. He out getting some new chassis batteries on the bus there. Love this live out in the forest stuff, said Shade Biking. Yeah. What else do we got here? Jeff Matlow still in chat. Right on. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming out. Hopefully we all see something tonight out here. Let me check Starlink, make sure it's still good. I gotta get a new phone. I like to blame it on the paranormal, but it's just another phone. It just takes a long time to load up stuff. But we're looking good. We should be aligned. Signal's good. Everybody let me know. All right. Well, the sun has set. It is getting dark. Tonight's going to be pretty simple. I mean, we're just going to kind of observe and report. We're going to keep an eye out. I got the high sensitivity mic set up. It's not turned up yet, but it is rolling right now. And we're just going to keep a listen out. And like I said, there's been sightings of orbs in this field right there behind me. Most of the activity has been going on right over here. That goes into these forests over here. So we're just going to hang out, listen, and hopefully we're going to see something. The weather out here has been very hot, and particularly today, we got a lot of thunderstorms, and that was something we talked about actually, about maybe that might increase.
Yeah.
We don't know, but I mean,
Right.
maybe just the energy in the air, just more charged, that maybe this might lead to blow something. If it stop us, like I said, I got the ramps dropped so I can move everything inside. Starlink's fine to be outside. And we should be able to get I can post up in the bus and just have everything pointing out the windows, and we have a great view of the field. So we should be able to see everything. Tuna, everybody. Tuna. Round of applause. Where are you going, Tuna? Tuna's one of our top investigators. I don't know if you can. Oh, let me get my flashlight. Oh, I got to go. Oh, no, I got it. Because there's Tunis there, and here's the field. This light seems really dim. Oh, there she goes. Now, just the last time we were out here, Julia Sims was with us from Unifying the Woo on TikTok and Instagram. We were taking turns kind of walking the back line of this field, and she heard something right in this area, I believe it was. And it sounded like it was just like a foot stomp, but just 3 feet, 4 feet away from her, just in that wood line. Then when I went out there afterwards, I had this. Did I tell you about this? Where I was walking out there and I had my flashlight, and I was in the field and tree lines next to me, and I'm more focused on like the light and looking at it. And in my peripherals, I thought it was like a sapling or some small bush that was next to me, and I walked around it. I made the point of walking around it, and then I did a double take, going, "What was that?" And when I looked back there was nothing there. But I swear, like I walked around something that was like in my peripheral. I just thought it was like a sapling.
Yeah.
But I went back there, it was just grass. There was nothing there. That was freaky. I don't know why, but like it didn't register as I don't know. I definitely, my brain picked up on something that was right there. But I didn't see it.
Now, was it right out there where you heard the whistling?
Yes. Well, we heard the whistling a few times. We heard it here, and I think we caught a few of them. There was a timestamp on the last live stream of that. I think we got the whistle. But we were hearing whistles down in this area, and they would be like, "Oh, what was that?"
What'd you see?
Like behind the barn on that tree line.
Yeah.
Like where I'm pointing directly at, I thought I saw something brown kind of just move.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
It could have been like a raccoon, I suppose, but
like on top of the roof or something?
Not on top of the roof, but on that tree that's probably like 75 yards behind the barn. You can see where that tree back there kind of wise off. I thought I saw something move right over there by it. But like I said, it could have been a raccoon. It looked brown to me. So
yeah.
Last time we were here, we heard that weird singing voice.
That, I
don't know what that is. That sends.
That's the one I've caught that several times.
Yeah, I think I might even have that loaded up there.
Yeah, I've caught that.
Yeah, we heard that, and that was coming from that direction over there. And then the stuff that I was hearing though when we would go walk out there would be these weird like, and you've recorded this too. It's like almost like it sounds like reverse
Yes.
grunting or something.
That
like
really weird.
It's
you
very
can't-
distorted.
Yeah.
Very low.
Like someone's trying to talk, but they can't.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly what it sounds
Like
like.
they're
If
trying to
someone's-
speak
Yeah.
English.
And then you played it backwards.
But yeah,
and then
if
yeah,
you
that's what
played
it
it
sounds
back-
like.
and that's really weird. I've got several recordings of that.
I still got those emails. If we go on late enough, I'll play. We played them on last live stream, but we'll play through some of the ones that really stick out.
You know what
And,
we should do when we should do a podcast and have all them clips set up, and
Yeah.
you know, I can call in or whatever, and you can have all the clips ready to roll and just play one. I can tell you what it's all about, play another one. All of the,
without the
top
distraction of
ones.
like all that. Yeah, because like there's some stuff in there that like you really that and I can also crank up the audio on some of those too. It's real fun,
Right.
and maybe because yeah, there's some stuff in there like the thing that there seems to be like you get a lot of voices, but then some voices sound like a child. It sounds like just a child. Other ones sounds like it's like not even human, but it's talking or it's like trying to
Yeah.
talk. And that's
Like
where
it
it's like-
almost sounds like somebody that has a speech impediment.
yeah, and oftentimes you hear like down like Sasquatch like when they're trying to mimic or something, they might sound like someone that has like Down syndrome or something like that. That kind of talking, and that's like that's exactly what you kind of record out here. It's odd how much you get like some pure Sasquatch type stuff, but then you get everything else around it too.
Everything else, yeah, that came as quite a surprise to me when I first started doing that audio project with David Ellis. That I was not expecting that.
Did they level up like paranormal?
Yeah,
kind of sounding
like
thing?
all of a sudden I'm like, oh, and then that's when we started noticing the stuff in the house, and it kind of came together. It was like, oh, I get it now.
Oh, got some lightning over here. Could be heat lightning though. Like I said, we're not gonna move it inside. So at most, give me like 10 minutes. We'll be up and running again.
I just heard something. Sound like
All right, we're gonna go to high sensitivity mic. Let's rock and roll, guys. Listen up.
that sounded like two words coming from right over here,
Yeah.
and it sounded childlike.
Yeah, that last one sounded over there.
What was that?
Sounds weird, whatever it was.
Okay.
Not audible.
So it's strange that it was the same noise, but it went from there to there in like no time. Paul Green says they make a camera for a dog. Yeah, I mean, if we put a camera on Tuna, she would just be laying down. Did you see the carpet? Oh yeah, the Tuna did kind of leave, didn't she? She out there?
I saw her go that way,
Oh, did she?
but she might have went up. Wait, she's up there.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tuna's in the bus, guys. I wasn't sure if she did walk off down in.
But yeah, the thing about out here is you can hear stuff come from different directions. It's not all one place.
Yeah.
And you can hear something over here, and then a minute or two later over here, and then a minute or two later in a different direction. It's like surrounds you.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
With
Well,
sound.
I even had that weird thing where I heard a horse gallop for like a second, like a 1 second of horse gallop, and then you said that some buried a horse over there.
Yeah, there's a horse buried right there.
So weird.
You heard that?
Well,
Yeah,
see,
But imagine like if a horse is running full speed, but you only get 1 second of that audio, like
Yeah.
not start up, not anything, just in the middle of it, and that's what it sounded like.
One of our friends heard it when he was here.
Wow.
yeah, remember Mike Richburg from South Carolina. He's an investigator. When he was here, it was it was the morning. We had done a night investigation. We had some equipment right out here where you're standing with inside tents. That was when Adam Davies was here too, wasn't it? And he was standing there messing around with stuff, and he heard it sounded like a horse galloping up behind him, like somebody was on a horse, literally walking up the gravel lane here.
Yeah.
Right up to where he was, and he turned around because he was expecting to see somebody on a horse that maybe lived in the area down the road or whatever, because you'll see people going by on horseback here.
Yeah.
He turns around and there's nothing there, and he's like, what?
So weird.
He comes inside and he goes, have you ever heard da da da? And I'm like, no, actually I have not, but I didn't know at the time that the person that we bought this property from told me that one of her horses that was actually in this field had been attacked by something, and they never did figure out what it was, because the vet said the closest thing to it he could say would be like a mountain lion.
Did
those
it kill
kind
the
of
horse?
Scratches. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it killed it because it got infected.
Okay.
And they couldn't do anything. It went in its blood. The infection went in its blood. And
so the damage was like claws, or?
Yes,
Wow.
like claws. And it went from up here, like under the horse's chin.
Yeah, like up here.
And then down in front of the chest area and over. Yes.
Wow.
Like that.
Just
Yep.
on a horse.
And she had never seen anything like it on any of her other animals out here. And that's the only time that happened. And that horse died, and it's buried in that field.
Wow. Yeah, that would be right over there if you guys can see that.
So yeah, that's where the horse was attacked. Oh, look,
Yeah, it's
there's
like
a frog.
not that there is mountain lions here in this particular
No,
area.
there's no mountain
But it's like
lions.
even a mountain lion, when they attack, it's always from behind. There'd probably be claw marks on the shoulder and then the neck where the biting is at. Outside of that, it'd be so hard to. I mean, attacking a horse would be hard.
Yeah,
Especially from
the front like
Yes,
that.
like coming
That's-
in.
how a horse protects itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she had to come out here, and it, gave it a shot or whatever they do, and put some type of ointment
For the infection.
that she gave, the vet gave her,
Mhm.
that she had to put on it so many times a day or however it went, but they couldn't save it. It was just too much of a,
Really?
too deep.
That makes me think like.
Well, there's a frog right there coming at you.
Oh yeah, there's a
Hello.
frog. Hey everybody. Special guest, Mr. Frog. Kermit the Frog here. What you doing, buddy? I'm sorry, I'm probably blinding you. All right. Well, that makes me think of it's like for bad infections like that, like reptiles are known. Like if you get bit by like a Komodo dragon or something,
Yeah.
you die from the infection. It's just so toxic.
Yeah.
So not to speculate on a like reptilian, but like for an infection to be that bad, it's got to be something
Deep. It was in the muscle part. It wasn't just
Wow.
skin. That was the problem. It
It would be
shredded.
so deep.
Yep.
Wow.
It was sick.
That's some proper
sick.
monster damage there.
Yeah.
I can't imagine like fighting a horse. Like you said, you attacking a horse from the front.
Yeah. I mean, the horse was, average size horse. It wasn't Shetland pony or anything.
Yeah.
It was an average. They had horses. She said that really bothered her, because they never could figure out what it could have been. Even a bear isn't going to. I mean,
particularly out here, we only have black bears, so it's
it's not like
and
we
they're
have-
not really that common out in this particular
No.
area.
No, I mean we've had some.
Right,
Not-
like
not
almost any
far from
predator
here.
would attack from the rear.
But
They're
yeah, I
never-
mean, I don't see a bear coming after a horse from the
No.
front. In just that one area of the horse, there was no other markings on the horse. There was no other bite marks on the horse.
so it wasn't like a big struggle. It was just
No,
a slice.
it was like something just walked up and ripped
Wow.
the horse.
Yeah, because bears, and this is something I learned at hiking, is like, and most predators, they're doing math in their head of like, is it worth the
Right.
effort to fight something to eat it? And if there's any chance of getting hurt, they're just going to avoid it. I couldn't imagine any bear or anything going up against a horse. Just
Horses raise all kinds of cane.
Yeah, there'll be a lot more marks. Yeah, that's really fast. That's really interesting. That horse is buried out here somewhere.
Yeah. I think it's right out here, maybe between those two trees right there.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't know that until I knew that she had a horse that was attacked and she buried it, but I thought she buried it way in the back. But it wasn't until not very long ago that we had been talking about something. I can't remember what brought it up, but she said, "Yeah, your first field right there, north of your house. That first field is where it is,
Damn.
by the trees." And I'm like, "Oh,
I wish I could remember where I was standing or walking when I heard that gallop for a second. Like, it makes me wonder, like, was I standing there? I feel like I was more over there, but
yeah." And it's like it could be some type of residual
yeah.
stuff, because according to scientific findings about quartz, it does hang on to energy, sounds. There's a lot of energy.
Well, they talked about making at least some sort of synthetic quartz for memory saving, like hard drives and all that, because you can save
it.
It saves through like lights, so like you could literally program.
Yeah.
I often wonder that too with like quartz, like because it pops up in weird spots. Is it almost like a surveillance camera for the other side? Like, can they read what's going on around it? Are they intuitive enough to actually understand what it's picking up on in the area? It'd be like almost like a surveillance camera for them.
Well, that's weird, but
makes no sense either. But
yeah.
but none of this makes sense.
No, none of it. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I have talked to different people, and the first question that comes out of their mouth is, "Do you have quartz, granite, anything like that?" And I'm like, "Well, my whole property is pretty much one gigantic quartz field."
Yeah, it's all quartz out here.
Yeah.
For people, a lot of you guys probably heard me say this before, but the Uaris are ancient volcanoes, the first landmass to ever break through the sea level. But they're so worn down now. What we're getting to is basically just the deep quartz granite. It's the heart of a volcano is what this whole land is basically. That's why in Uari you have mountains of quartz. Out here, you just put down. You see quartz all over the ground here. Piece right there.
Yeah.
But it's just full of it. But it definitely plays into it somehow. And like Julia was talking about, Julia Sims, she was talking about the temperature being a little bit hotter this year than normal. Then there were less water too. We were like a huge drought right now. Like Baden Lake and Lake Tillery, they're like 4 or 5 feet below normal levels. Is that playing into like charging up the quartz? Is there just something? Is it overheating or something? If that makes sense. Like, there's something happening. Because I've been getting steady reports of this later here on this stream, but like I've been getting steady reports of. I thought things were going to die off the longer I stayed here, but like within every week or two, I'll get some strange encounter from somebody there. And I got a weird update. Oh, maybe I'll talk to you about this. So I don't know if I told you about this. So I heard an engine noise in the middle of the night out in Uari, and it was near West Morris or Morris Mountain area, and it sounds like a 2-stroke like chainsaw or something like that. It goes and it just sounds like someone revving it up, taking it down. But it's in the middle of the night, and then we didn't see anything. And then I heard a few other people talk about we're hearing a strange engine noise at night in the middle of the woods where there's nothing around at. And it wasn't until one day I was staying at West Morris, and it was in the morning time, I heard that noise. And it was the first time I heard it during the day. And a guy was coming around the campsites with a leaf blower, one of those backpack leaf blowers.
Oh, yeah.
Sound exactly like it. And he's the guy that checks the tags on everyone's cars, too. He blows out the campsites, and he checks your tag, make sure you're legal and all that. Speculating, are these things mimicking that noise because they know that noise comes around? Occasionally people get kicked out or they have to leave because he's coming around. But I recently got a report from 2 weeks ago, someone that I work with, saying that they I don't know what you say, lover's lane kind of stuff, sitting around, and they heard the engine noise start up in the middle of the woods. The exact same. When
in the Uari?
In the Uaris. Yeah. And when I did my imitation of it, they were like, yeah, that's what it was. It was like a little. But it sounds like a motor. You would think it's a guy that's revving it up and taking it down.
That's scary.
Have you ever heard any type of weird, like mechanical sounding anomalies out here?
Well, you did play when you were here last, I don't know how well it was picked up in chat, but one of the EVP voices I caught sounded mechanical.
Oh, that's right. I do remember which one you're talking about.
It
Yeah.
sounded like it was produced through a
Through some sort of hey,
tuna,
Tuna. Tuna decided to
like a
produce the show.
synthesizer. This voice,
Yeah.
it sounded like it was
Say hi to everyone.
created
Tuna.
mechanically, and it sounds like it's saying, "Take me into the light, see me,
Whoa.
please." Remember that?
That's what I remember.
"Take
See
me
me,
into the
please."
light," but it sounded real mechanical.
Strange.
What was that? Did you just turn on your flashlight?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I might have.
I
It's
just
real
saw a
sensitive.
flash up there. But I have caught on several occasions something sounding like it's being drug across gravel, like in a wheelbarrow with no wheels.
Oh, really?
Something metal. I've caught that several times. Recordings out here. Several times. And I got to the point where I'm thinking, what is that sound? And it sounded close. You know, it wasn't like from a distance, but it sounds like something metal being drug across gravel just for about 3 to 4 seconds, 5 seconds, maybe at the most.
Before like stopping.
Yeah. Just
It's
out of the blue.
But it sounded like it was close enough to where like you should see it. Like if
Right.
it's something around. That's the oddest thing.
Yeah.
Kind of listening now. We got lightning coming in.
Tuna, go find the Bigfoot.
Yeah, Tuna, go find Bigfoot. Tuna, take over the show for a second. I gotta get something out of the bus. Wish you guys could see Tuna right now. Well, I could probably show that. Can you guys see Tuna? Tuna. All right, take you back out to the field. There's the bus for everyone. I'm hoping that we can there we go. Let me see if I can get a little bit more light on that. Oh, maybe I could okay, that looks a lot better. Hopefully we can still see into. It's hard trying to find a balance of like not too much orb does pop up. We can see it. Watch out, Tuna. I didn't realize what you saw, Jeff, didn't have any type of like. It was just a mass of itself. Like it wasn't like a body. Like it
No,
was.
it was
just like a mass, a blob of
That's so
black.
strange.
Definitely strange.
because when he told me, I asked him, I said, did it look like something on all fours, maybe? Like a big black dog or something. And he's like, no, it didn't have legs. And I'm like, well, okay, well, that sort of rules that out because you could see under it as it was. Yeah.
Oh, we
Ooh.
got thunder's rumbling.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm gonna check the weather real fast. See if we gotta go in the bus. Check on chat. Chat, how you guys doing? Got any questions?
Were they able to see that picture?
Yeah. I think everyone saw it. Did everyone see that picture from earlier? Yeah. Go back to where that was. Oh, I hate not having a mouse.
Oh, I can't use one without a mouse. Old school.
People are saying 5x5. That's good. All right, the investigator. Wow. those kind of singing sounds. Singing sounds. Kurt Russell was born 10 miles up the street from where I am now. That's pretty cool. It's not really paranormal, but it's a good fact. Okay, who's your co-host? That's old Tuna. Julia would be here, but she's out of town right now. It seems the monsters in the South seem to be more aggressive and seen more. I wonder that too. 'Cause just from like watching a lot of stuff that's produced for up north, like northeast, seems pretty tame compared to what we experience down in the southeast, compared to the phenomenon.
Yeah, and it seems like there's more of a mixture, at least in this area and the Appalachian Mountains, more of a mixture of paranormal slash Sasquatch slash whatever the hell that was.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had people tell me about what they believe to be a dog man. There's been dog man, quote unquote, dog man sightings not far from here.
I saw a very intriguing thermal image from Uwharrie that it looks like what people describe as a dog man. It's got pointy ears, has all that stuff.
Yeah. So
and that was fairly recent. That was within the last 2 or 3 months.
You know, that does not the one I know, the person that told me about what they had heard about in Canopolis, which is north Uwharrie. You know where Canopolis is?
Yeah.
Okay, it was just south of Canopolis area. But they had reportings of Dogman over there several times. That's not that far from here.
No. In fact, I think someone in chat, that Shade Viking, if it's the person I think it is, Shade Viking, you still in chat? If it's who I think you are, when I first came out to Uwharrie and was doing my investigations, they were this guy told me about his religion is Norse, and he's Viking descent, and he saw a dog man on. Let me remember this story. His wife was in labor with her first kid, and he was driving her to the hospital in the middle of the night, and he saw a dog man outside of someone's window as they were driving. It looked at him and then paced his car to the end of the field. So like, I forget how far it was, but enough to where he said he gunned the car and he was doing like 75, 80, and this thing was just like keeping up with him, and it finally just backed off once the
locally.
This would have been north in Uwharrie. I think around like Lexington. Does that sound right?
Yeah. That's about the same area that I was talking about.
Yeah, and then he went back and there was a lullaby that he remembers, and I don't remember it, so I'm paraphrasing this, but it's an old Norse lullaby about how did it go? Pray for the firstborn. Something about it like the wolf comes, or the wolf will come for him, but all very dogman oriented kind of lullaby about like your firstborn, like protect them.
Dogman stuff.
It was strange. If he's in chat, if you could relay that, that would be. It was endlessly fascinating to me, just because he wasn't aware of that at the time, and then it wasn't until he kind of had time to settle down. No, he had a kid and all that. So once he settled down, he was like, "Oh wait, there was that lullaby about your firstborn and protect them from the wolf or whatever."
Wow,
it's very strange. I've heard other. I haven't had any dogman sightings, but I had people report hearing really strange stuff from outside their tent at night out there. That doesn't sound like Bigfoot. It sounds like the Predator. They do that clicking noise. That like that weird.
A lot of weird sounds. Walking. People here walking around their tent, and
the Burkheads, I specifically get reports of people that are camping out up there. Something comes, it stays out of eyesight, and it just roars at them very loudly, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
And if they have a pet, the pet just dips out. They just go right in the tent and they lay down. But I've gotten 3 reports, and it's all in different areas of the Burkheads. The Burkheads are like in the northern part of the Uwharries. It's actually a wilderness preserve, so it's different than the Uwharries. There's no blazing or done. It's preserved, so we can't have any type of motors or anything out there. And but that's a very specific one I get from that area. It's just something coming within firelight, roaring, scaring you, and then leaving again. And again, like Uwharrie doesn't have big animals. The biggest animal out there is humans, and then deer.
And once in a while there'll be a bear sighting, but it's not.
And usually that's usually a mama with some cubs that's moving through the area. In fact, they caught, the last one I saw was they caught one on trail camera on Tower Road, which is like middle of Uwharrie. And that's usually what I hear. But every year or two, you get like a trail camera photo of a bear. But
Right.
I've never seen a bear print out there myself.
And I've heard a lot of stories from people who have heard mimic, like something's mimicking. Well, for example, the story I was told by someone that is from the BFRO when they were here. I've had a few people from BFRO came here.
Really?
Yeah, from up
Okay.
north. They weren't here to do reports. They were here investigating on their own accord because they were in the URIs.
Okay.
Friends, so they came in. They were talking to me about some people that they knew. Now, I don't know if they were literally camping with these people at the time. If I remember, I think they were at a different time in URIs, but a woman heard her husband calling to her from the woods behind their tent. And he was not in the tent. He had walked out of the tent and stuff. And then she was like, wonder why he's back there calling for me to come back there, because she had come out of the tent, standing there, and she heard it again. And as she's standing there, she looks over, and on the other side of the fire that they had going around the tents, he was standing there.
Oh, wow.
And it really, really freaked her out. She wanted to go home now.
Yeah.
I mean, she heard sound like her husband's voice calling her name.
That's so strange. Had he called her earlier that day, like where it would have heard it, and then
See, that's what, and we've had literally something say Jeff's name, and it sounds like my voice captured like 3 and 4 in the morning out here.
wow.
You hear something go, Jeff, and it's my voice, but I'm not out here.
Yeah.
It's one of those overnight recordings. Then I hear,
Is that rain?
Might be.
Oh.
uh-oh.
Hey guys, we gotta close up and hide for rain. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's running this way.
Stay with us, guys. You're gonna lose camera and picture for just a second. Oh.
Yeah, it's rolling.
Oh, the lav mic? Let me let everyone know what's going on real fast. No, it's got a. Well, I guess if you want to just throw some of those boxes just in that handicap area, like some of those smaller ones. Just the small ones. I'll get the totes here in a second. Chop Genesis. What's that? Oh, that magnet thing. I know, that was a nice breeze when it came through. Oh, that thing's such a strong magnet, I could probably just go over and roll over. But they didn't get lost a lot. I mean, I know you can buy them.
Well, if we can't find it, I'll replace it.
Oh, no.
Then again,
It's just a magnet.
I might find it somewhere on me later or on one of my things.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's on the chair.
I know. So are you going to continue on in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna get set up real fast in there and then at least go for a little while in there.
Now, are you going to come out here and do some investigating yourself by yourself?
I think one big thing. I'm gonna get my thumb on right now and I'll do it.
If you have any weird, really super weird stuff happen, what's that frog is going to looks like right here. If you have anything super strange happen, call my phone.
Okay.
Because, I want to come out and check it out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, yeah, you
I
can
mean, if you
enough.
hear or see something really bizarre, feel free to call us.
Okay.
We'll come out. Check it out.
Maybe, but these ones kind of out here.
Yeah. But,
I may have to start the bus to put the lift gate up,
oh, that's okay.
but it'll only be for like a minute. You know?
Listen, if we don't see you again later, then you can just, when you wake up, just come to the door and then we'll do coffee.
Oh yeah. I'll definitely be in there for coffee. I never turn down coffee. I'll probably get a pot going here in a second. Yeah, I really thought it was about to pour down. It's probably coming down. Yeah, it's really good. Crack some windows while this is going on. All right, man, I really appreciate it. Can you guys hear me still? I don't know if you guys can. Oh, no. I know you guys can't. Let me see if we got some cameras. Can you guys hear me? About to be back up. Hold on, guys. Okay. Look at that beautiful view of the bus. Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? So the rain didn't hit yet, but it's probably coming. We're getting like a steady breeze. I'm going to crack open. The bus is a mess right now because we're in the middle of an investigation, so it's a mess. But I'm going to get everything situated in here. We're going to be just fine. It looks like I got blue. It looks like I got a blue skirt on right now underneath. Very cool. Let me get a few things organized. I'll give you a little quick tour of the bus too. Here's where we're going to be going to. Doing the rest of the investigation at. You guys want to go red light? I'm a blue myself. All right. Real quick though, before we get too far into it, I've got to wash my face. Let me see if I can spin you guys around. When I get this window open here, I'm gonna get the camera set up to where I can that, and then here's the chaos down there. Let me just for 1 second, I'm gonna get some water running. I've been sweating all day, so I'm just like super grody right now. This is my sink. You guys can watch me hygiene. Oh man. One of that. Okay. Okay. Got the sound. Stick right here. Just go in here. Okay. Yeah, I was surprised to still see 30 people were hanging out when I got back in here. So right on. I appreciate it. We're gonna get this set up. Let me see. It's very crowded in here. Let's see if I can get somehow mounted. Not mounted, but let me see if I can get positioned in a way where I needed to get lower so we can see out there. Let me think real fast. I got this figured out. Hold on, give me 1 second. I have a small tripod that I gotta dig out right now. Put the white lights on. So you guys are looking at a little bit more than just that. Yeah. It's tight in here, guys. Okay. I'm looking for a smaller tripod. I know I got one here. I saw it in here. Tuna, what are you doing? Tuna's trying to crawl out the window like a maniac. There we go. This should be the perfect height. Or not enough at all. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to lose cameras for just a second here while I get this thing on. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm sweating like a pig. It's been relatively cooler than it has been in the last couple of weeks, but Today, the humidity was just off the charts, which is crazy. Please don't be too small. No, that's not bad, actually. Okay. There you go. That's not too bad. I'm going to get some lights positioned. Give me a few minutes to get everything organized. I'll be with you. Let me go. Oh, let's see a question here. Let me go talk about. Let me get my mouse hooked up. I'm tired of not using a mouse. All right, I'm gonna get back to you guys. All right, Mulvey Motorsports is in the house. Mulvey Motorsports basically built. He did all the hard stuff for the bus. He did all the technical wiring, and it's all been working great, by the way. Here, let me give you guys something to watch while you're doing that. And but he did like all the battery power stuff and all that. Can I turn on this AC, or is this gonna be like audio hell? Just for a second. Let me just cool down for a second, guys. That's nice. That's really nice. All right. MK, have you thought about a couple of dash cams on your bus? Not sure if you can attach to a laptop, but wouldn't see why not. I have dash cams. I have a front camera and a rear camera. They both record while I'm driving, but when the bus is off, they're just off. They only come on with the bus. I thought what I'd like to do is get because Scorpius, wherever he's been at, wherever he's hiding, he gave me this night vision like tracking camera. It's for like a home security system. But I wouldn't mind getting like 2 of those, one for the front, one for the back, so when I park out someplace. Let's see what else. Oh, and Mulvey Motorsports, he just recently got himself a camper. It's like a toy hauler camper too. You can fit like his bikes and all his fun stuff in there. So I'm looking out there. Mike MC said we can hear you fine with the air on. Keep on to cool down. I'll take it. Patty G said, "Figured you were running for dry ground." Yeah, we were. Well, it sounded like the rain was like right there, like it was about to hit us, and I'm shocked that it wasn't rain. It sounded just like rain. We also supposed to have scattered thunderstorms throughout the night. I knew that going into this. That's why it's not a big deal. We're gonna roll with it. That's the whole point of the. We're still in the investigation area. Now I just got Bluetooth speakers, some LEDs. I'm gonna make some coffee here in a moment. And I think Tuna just laid a big old dump because I smell something not good. I'm gonna have to start up the bus for a second to raise the ramp. Maybe I'll leave it down. People who don't know, there's a ramp back here. I'm kind of give you, how much cord do I got? I got enough. Be a little bit of a walk around. What was that? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? It sounded like someone tapping the glass. But the glass is right here. Hey, look, that's my computer. Whoa. All right. I'm going to leave you guys pointing out here for a second. Okay. I'm going to take this time to organize, too, while we're getting set up here. We still have the Super Sound Stick. It is still hooked up. Oh, I do not have the audio hooked up. My bad. I guess you guys are hearing this through the laptop mic, or possibly the audio should get a little bit better here in a second. Give me one moment. Hello. Okay. Was that a Spaceballs reference? Sound like a couple of giant raindrops. Okay, so you did hear something. Okay. Oddly enough, it's not raindrops, but it had that sound to it, like it was like. All right, what am I got to do now? It's a mess in here. I know, guys. I know, guys. I'm gonna bring the ramp up. Tuna just walk through here very arrogantly. Let me Oh, that feels good. Let me just say, oh, that feels nice. I love this bus. So I don't know how many of you guys have seen in the actual inside of the bus here. As I said before, this is a Type C, is what International called these things. And there's actually a great quote from the CEO of International from the time period when they started making these buses, which is the 3600 series. The 3600 series were built purpose for a single thing. But the quote is, with the mindset of building a school bus, I'm paraphrasing this quote, but he said, the unloading and loading zones of a school bus is the battle zone. And to win the battle, you need sight. So the logic behind this bus was to provide enough visual eyesight to where you can see as much as you possibly can in the loading and unloading areas of the bus. So that's why when you look out I don't want to show too much of the front, but when you look out the front there, it's a snub nose bus. It's because you can see, basically, if there's a kid walking in front of you, you'll be able to see him. And the side glass over here, it's almost all glass. This whole wall, like that's glass over here. And they actually increased the size of this glass on this model bus. There used to be a split, but then they made it one whole piece. And that's all so you can visually see everything that's going on in the loading and unloading areas of the bus. So that was the pure purpose of why the bus looks the way it does. It's so you can see everything around it as best as you possibly could. And the reason why these things faded away was because all the other buses kind of ended up adopting all the little things to it that made the Type C here kind of what was special. And then they ended up discontinuing them, and I think 1999 was the last year for this particular model. This bus right here is the rarest configuration of all of them. This is the short wheelbase, handicap entry. It's 25 feet long, and it's the rarest of like the configurations of these 3600 series. So that's why the bus is the bus. The scene where they're looking at the movie screen. Oh yeah, it was kind of it was a little bit of a Spaceballs reference. The red zone is for loading and unloading only. It's true. So we're gonna get set up here real quick. I'm gonna have the audio. We got the sensitivity mic. We're gonna have that set up out here on this window, and camera, and we're gonna observe and report, and we're gonna see what we can get. Let's do this. Let me just get a few things going. I do have to start the bus. I'm gonna put another light out there so you guys can see. Oh no. Did I make a tactical error? I think I did. Clear the gangway. Okay, you guys still with me here? I know, I'm sorry, guys. Gonna take a second. I'm gonna bring the ramp up. It is raining now. It's 100% raining. Love the Bigfoot crossing sign on the tree. Yeah, I saw a school bus where they used to have the stop sign that folds out. Someone put a Bigfoot crossing on that. Remember, the loading and unloading zone is the battlefield, and to win this battle, you need sight. I love that quote. Oh yeah, so Moby Motorsports, you got this nice toy hauler camper for $7,000. It's probably like brand new. What was that thing? Like 70 or 60? It would have been nice. I'm gonna lift the gate up on this thing. You guys might want to see this. It's gonna be a mess back here for a moment. We're in. Right on. Oh, all right. Hatch secure. How's everyone doing? Patty said, "I feel safer." There's something about like shutting that hatch. It does kind of feels a little safer. I don't know what it is. Okay, so we do got rain coming in. Let me there's gonna be like a lot of me having to clean up and figure out how to set this up, but we're gonna be just fine here. I got the sound stick going. I will put that up probably over here. I'll have it nearby. Put this up for the time being. And I want to make some coffee later, guys. So let's yeah, Volvo Motorsports, they had water damage. Yeah, so and there was like a front end collision thing that I guess baton the hatches. General quarters. It's what I feel like. I'm telling you. It's just like it's like living in a submarine. You know what I mean? See a little techno in here. Now we're just sticking with white. Yeah, so let me get things situated in here. Hang with me. Let's point the camera outside. Keep an eye out. Look for orbs. Like I said, about 4 weeks ago now was a sighting from her nephew of an orb going through here. Let's keep that up. I haven't even checked. This is the least amount of looking at the monitor I've done in a long time. How are we doing? I'm having the hardest time. Not that I really care, but I'm having the hardest time getting past like 700. I always like float around like that 675-ish. I was getting close the other day. I was like, oh, I'm nearing like 680, and then I lost like 5 people. I'm like, how did I lose you guys? I didn't do anything. Yes, let me figure out everything here. No collision damage. Turns out water damage caused the front panels. I'm reading this down here. Caused the front panels to come apart and blow out on the highway. Yeah, that will do that. I'm curious how how was it repairing that type of because it's not like a tin material. It's like a fiberglass kind of material, right? Like that, like the outer skin of that. How was that to repair? Let me make some room. Oh, I'm getting old. How am I going to get this? Oh, that's right. I got to plug in the laptop. The walls, thankfully, only had a few minor cracks. I would imagine, like, with your boat repairing abilities, that camper's got to be fairly simple. Like, you got to keep it waterproof, but you ain't got to keep it, like, floating on the water, right? Wow, this router is really hot. Oh, I am no longer using the DJI, so I'm going to pull this. Okay. Why is that not sitting in there? There she goes. There you go. I'm figuring it. I'm figuring things out, guys. Did because you just Moby Motorsport said I'd spent all week on it. Best sleep I've had in a while. That's great to hear. And did prepare you for that long week? Because I know I remember the 2-week rush that we had to build this thing out. So I would imagine that must have been quite the rush. You're probably excited to get into it finally too. All right, Tuna, watch out. So much stuff to do. Is that Mulvey? Is that technically? I'm going to call you Kevin. That's your name, Kevin. Is that is this technically your first house you ever built that you're sleeping in? I'm gonna go back and forth between me and then you guys can see what I'm doing. Just getting this extension cord up. It's a shame Julia couldn't come up here to assist in the investigation. It's definitely a lot easier when you got a second person. That's been one of the most grueling things about this whole whatever the fuck I'm doing. It's like, man, doing it all by yourself? Shit, man. Easy. Everything has a place to go. I moved out of Dad's twice already. My first place of my own, yes. Wow. It feels good. Yeah, the build had me feeling nostalgic for building the bus. Well, hey, we can always do a retrofit thing, you know what I mean? I got some ideas. The layout for this I really like, and I think I'm going to pretty much keep it that way. Like how it is, but I would like to I like to redo the power box and have access to an area where we can add batteries easily. Like we can just slide them in there. I think I want 2 more batteries like the one I got in here. I think that would be pretty great. Are you going to do some electrical upgrades to your camper inspired by the bus? I got this like DJI gimbal for mobiles, from mobiles, And I think I've used it. I think maybe you guys have maybe seen 5 seconds of footage from this thing the entire time I've had it. All right, I'm gonna bring this big box over here. Oh. Oh no. Did I just destroy my like fancy big cord? About to find out. No, she survived. One of the things that we were talking about is like, are these storms going to increase activity out here? We're gonna find out. I want full boondocking eventually. I would definitely get those. I think if you could fit, it's probably big enough where you can fit like 1,600 watts worth of solar panels up there, 200 watts a pop, and you'd be able to run your AC and get a little bit of a charge on your batteries with that. H. Smith there. Hey, MK and everyone. It was good to see you. I gotta get ready for bed. Have a great rest of your night. Hey, yeah, man. Have a good night. Take it easy. And you said maybe convert to 12-volt air conditioning. Yeah, I was thinking about that. You sent me a video talking about these 12-volt AC units, and I would have to get 2 of them because I need 20,000 BTUs to cool this thing down. But I have room for like 2. One would replace the one on top. It'd just be that'd be a lot though. It'd be a lot of shit on the roof. You know what I mean? Tune up. I guess I should probably make some announcements about like the future, right? So this is my final week in the Uwari. Leaving next Monday would be my last day in the Uwaris, and I'll be going to someplace else for momentarily, not for too long, but like for probably about 6 months, and then we're gonna go beyond there. It would be neat to build a custom one mounted under the floor. Ooh, oh, I like that one. I mean, mount the batteries under the like under the body. Okay, okay, I like that. That's an idea. Okay, I gotta start putting some things away that I don't need out. It is starting to come down out here. Or maybe it just sounds a little bit louder than it normally does. Oh wow, it's only 10 o'clock. I don't know why I was thinking it was like way later than that. Spin you guys back around. Tuna. Oh. Yeah, I'm hearing rain now. Sorry, didn't mean to get that close. I was just looking. Oh. Yeah, going back to I'm kind of scrolling through some of the chat, seeing what the horse thing was weird, and horse thing was very weird. So I need to get a bunch of this stuff into this black case right over here. I guess this is retired now. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do, is it? Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to build like a custom battery bank underneath the bus. I definitely want to get some storage underneath the bus. That's definitely a big one. All right, guys, let's pop this out over here. How's Signal going? We still good on Signal? Yeah, we're still good. I meant custom AC. Oh, yeah. That's a possibility. Man, this tripod sucks. All right, I'm gonna make some room in here. Sorry, guys, I was wrangling up some stuff. Yeah, Mulby's Motorsports almost bought a bus to convert it. Did I send you that link to that one? It was, I think it was a Bluebird, but it was a flat nose, so it had the what you call that, the cab over wheels design, but it already had the roof because Kevin's a little bit taller. Kevin knocked his head off this AC probably 100 times. And it already had the roof like raised like 6 or 8 inches. I was hoping you'd get that. I was hoping we could be bus buddies and travel across the country. MK, your cam is facing a road before you just turned it. No, it's just a yard. There's a field out here. I'll show you. Here is where we have a lot of strange activity occur. I'm on private land right now, so I can't show too much. But this is basically like the main area where all the unknown activity, vocalizations, a lot of weird sightings all take place out here. That's just a Bigfoot crossing sign on a tree. Okay, let me pack a couple things up so I can make some room and sit down real fast. I can leave some of this stuff out. I need to get a box just for my audio gear. That might be on the list. Jerry said there's a light that went across. Sucks about the rain is that we're not going to be able to get good audio. Can we get any thermal action? I can. You guys can't, and that's what bugs me. I've been looking into like a live video output thermal. They're just very expensive, and I'm broke. But hopefully, I won't be here soon. Not only that, but I need a thermal. I need a thermal that mounts on top of the bus and is like directional. But like, I don't know how to go about that. Because we do need some thermal going on. But I've always said this too. One of the downsides, and it's been, in my experiences using it, is more of a deterrent. Because I don't think a lot of things can defeat thermal. I think that's just something that's like, I know it doesn't make any sense, but even though they can maybe avoid a lot of other types of like visual recording devices, I think thermal is something different. Maybe it's because it's a passive technology, who knows? But a lot of times when you start up thermals, activity dies. I think it's because they just can't defeat it. So, but I would still like a thermal because you can get some pretty good captures on that. I know, who are those guys? What's the guys' names? They have they got a thing like this. What are those guys' names? They got like what is it? An ambulance? Why is their name escaping me right now? Anyway, these other Bigfoot hunters, and they got another novelty vehicle, and and I think they're raising money for like a thermal camera. I'm curious to see what they get, because I'll probably see what they get, and then I'll do something. I'll see what goes wrong with theirs, and then I'll do an improvement on mine. I just caught a glimpse of it. It looked like there was a car driving by, which is why I asked. You might catch a glimpse of a car. There is a road like over here on the back end. I've never been down it this far, so I don't know if it bends around to where you would see light. The main area of activity though is going to be like, it can be anywhere, but generally like right in this area. But there's a road that's like somewhat in this direction. Jeff Matlow, half-inch red screw. I don't know why that name escaped me for some reason. Half-inch red screw, yeah, that pops in my head. It's been a long day. Did I mention I worked today? I got my last week of work this week. So if anybody's in the Uwharrie area, stop on by Bigfoot's Bar and Grill. I'll whip you up something good to eat. That's where I've been working the last, whatever it's been, few months. It's a really great place to work, though. I mean, I am a Bigfoot hunter, and I'm working at a place called Bigfoot's. The reason why it's called Bigfoot, though, is that the pit master there, he's from Texas, so he does Texas barbecue, and they got a smoker out back. His brother was a colleague of Michael Green, and his brother is like the head BFRO guy for like that Uwharrie area. So I got to meet him, and it was just a really good connection. And then like when you're feeding people and like you're in the dead center of Uwharrie, very local, it didn't take long. Like I've heard so many crazy stories from locals of people that grown up there, and it gave me a whole new insight into the whole area of it. And it's very, very interesting. And I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. I'll still come back by to visit, but last week of Uwharrie, and then I'm out of here. The job, yeah, I had to learn how to like run a restaurant, like in like 2 or 3 weeks, and not run it, but like at least know enough to where I could answer questions that were proposed to me. So that's it was an interesting whole experience there. But yeah, last week our premier burger is the Sasquatch burger, which is 2 8-ounce patties, so 1 pound of meat. Malby Motorsport said, "What's the next area?" I don't know yet. I got to get to where I'm going first, and then check it out. I tell you what, though, this Halloween, this October, I think I'm going to go full ghost hunting for October because I am itching for a ghost hunt. I've been itching for a ghost hunt for like months now. So I'm definitely going to do like a ghost hunt here soon. I was talking to somebody who's a, I guess it'd be considered a coroner or like a mortician, but they go around, they pick up bodies like when people die and they take them to like the freezer. And they were telling me about some of the really strange funeral I've been to. Most said ghost hunting sounds cool. Yeah, I feel like I need to get some ghost action in on this job of the high strangeness. Let me clear off an area in my bed real fast. I'm gonna put some of this stuff down here. Don't really have a place for that yet. I got that monitor, but it's like broken. I gotta throw it out. Reverend PC says, sounds like a great burger. I'll tell you what, there's good food, man. It's all fresh. We patty the beef. You know, we get the beef. But I'll tell you what, if you ever come and eat here, get the barbecue. Get that fresh Texas barbecue. I'm telling you, the smoke line on that brisket, oh my God, your heart. My like go-to like comfort meal there is a pulled pork sandwich, and I put slaw, and then we have a house sauce that's made out of Carolina Reapers. They go down like every couple of weeks to get the Carolina Reaper peppers and to make this sauce, and it's called Tombstone. But oh my God, you get the pulled pork slaw, get the pulled pork, slather it in that Tombstone sauce, throw a little bit of that slaw on top. They like help cool you down when you're biting into it, and oh my Lord. Oh, that's a meal for the ages. You be in there, it's so good, and there's a snot coming out of my mouth. Tuna baby, Tunesy baby. I almost got this all cleared up. Give me one more second. I might as well leave the battery charged out here. How'd that get lost out here? Hope I didn't break my I may have lost a few things to my the magnet thing I'm not worried about, but the these little things. I bet you I'm sure they're sitting around here somewhere. What you doing, Tuna? Get out of that box, Tuna. Okay, almost there, guys. Gear! So much gear! Sometimes I think, like, if I didn't get into this whole monster hunting shit, like, how much extra room would I have just for, like, you know, my own needs? Probably a lot. Probably a lot. Tell you what, I'm gonna make me some coffee. Right now, I want to change clothes because I feel really nasty. Oh man, can I just say whatever this soap is, it's like the best smelling thing ever. It just smells fresh. I just want to wash myself. All right. man, I'm starving too. I didn't get nothing to eat. I got off of work and then I got the bus together and I came straight here. So I haven't had like any food. Oh. Can't really hear anything because of the rain right now, but. Oh, for anybody who's not in the know, I co-host a show called Tax Evasion for Ghost. And we should be recording an episode. I think we're doing them live. It's going to be Monday or Tuesday, but it's going to be a good episode. I saved a baby. I'm not going to tell the story here, but I had to rescue a baby the other day. So I'm going to tell that story. And my other co-host, the main guy that runs the show, Bam, he saw Spider-Man, Brand New Way of Living or whatever it's called. Patty G said, no empathy. You work at a burger joint. Yeah, that's true. I did walk out there. Like part of me, when I was like leaving, I was like, should I go ahead and get like a little bit of something to munch on? And I didn't. I don't know why. I think because I just didn't want to spend money. I think I was spending any money. But I'm telling you, if you want a good food meal, go to Bigfoot's, get yourself a pulled pork sandwich, tombstone sauce over that, coleslaw, enjoy. And I'm a like tater tots and French fries, and we got we make the queso cheese fresh daily there. Nathan QS says, "Hi everybody, alien emoji just got here. What's going on, Nathan? Good to have you. I need some water." I wonder if I could order a pizza out here. That would be. This is a pretty cool research location. If I could order a pizza here. I needed that. Let me check to see that front door's open or not. Oh, it is. It's wide open. Oh, Nathan QS says, MK, I met you in Gatlinburg last year. Oh, I wish I could remember. I don't know what you look like, so I can't place you. But yeah, they just had the Gatlinburg thing again this year. I didn't go. Well, first off, after the last one, I was like, I'm never going to Gatlinburg ever again, and I'll live by that. What was that? Oh, that's you, Tuna. Tuna, don't do that. That's scary. But what was I going on about? My hatred for Gatlinburg? Yeah, it's just too much of a place for me. But I enjoyed the conference. I thought that was a really solid conference. We're here in Area J, which is a fairly famous research area. And we are keeping an eye out for any. There's been orb sightings. There's been black mass sightings. Yeah, Gatlinburg can be a bit much. It's a bit much for me. I think like as soon as I got there, I like instantly had like a panic attack. Listen, guys, I'm not a fan of like crowded places. I could do without. So all that stuff was like it's too much for me. Right before, I don't remember. I went to the McMinnville WildCon, and that was pretty interesting. That was a little bit chiller. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. I was hoping I'd get invited to go to that or be a guest at that. They did like a camp out thing, and I would have totally taken the bus out there and like had a great time. That never panned out. Who do we got? Giselle, hello, MK. What's going on, Giselle? I think we're friends on Instagram, on one of those socials. I've seen you check out some of my reels. I should probably check. Where's my phone? Oh. Nice thing about the bus is I got all these windows here, so I can keep checking. I haven't checked. I don't know what's going on, and so right now we're at 80% rain. Check. And it's supposed to be 73 tonight, and it's going to be scattered showers all night, basically 50%. Which I kind of knew that getting into this. That's why we have the bus. You know, I'm in the field, and I'm also home. But the stuff that's going on out here is so interesting, and it's so like all over the place. It's a little bit of everything. That's why it's like Skinwalker Ranch. And I did not know about that meadow though at the down past Yates' place. But if you just tuning in now, earlier I was talking to Julie and Jeff, whose property this is I'm on, and they were telling me about this meadow down. It's down. I know exactly what it said. I passed this 40 times in my life just hiking, recreate, like just for fun. Hey, tuna's here, and but apparently it's like one of the most active places there. I gotta go back to Uwharrie in the morning. I'm gonna go past Yates' place. I might pull in there and see if I can I don't know how far that dirt road goes. It's like an old Forest Service gravel road. It's mostly used for, I think, like fire, like controlled burns. And so I'm gonna go check that out in the morning and see if I can just get the bus down there. If I can get the bus in there, that might be where I do my last Uwharrie live stream at. That could be a cool place to do it. Giselle says, what's going on tonight? Anything unusual there? So far, we haven't had nothing unusual. We heard a couple things that were kind of weird, but we haven't had any major activity so far yet. It's still early in the night. Tuna, it's raining outside. Tuna, it's raining outside. In. But recently here, within the last month, there was a orb sighting in the field right here that we're keeping an eye on. Let me give you a little spotlight on it. There was a orb sighting, and the orb was going through the field here. And just this week alone, there was a sighting of a large black mass. There's a barn that's located, like if you're looking down that field, if you turn left, barn down there. And Jeff, the owner, was throwing out some compost, like some food trash, and he saw a black mass move through the woods, broad daylight, and it wasn't a figure. That's why I didn't understand when it was described to me. I didn't realize it was literally just a black mass, no legs, no arms, nothing like that. That moved through the woods fairly quickly, like on his side. And then after that, I think was Julie saw an orb that moved through the trees in that kind of general area over here behind the barn. Saw an orb move through the trees and could hear the orb hitting the leaves and like branches. So it was like manipulating like what it was going through. It was actually hitting it. Hey, you said you should clip together some of your strangest experiences in the Uwharrie and publish it. Yeah, I probably will get around to doing that, especially now that when I get settled down in where I'm going next, I'll have a few months to kind of sit down, and I'll be doing live streams while I'm doing that too. But I want to go to some different places. I'll be a little bit closer to the mountains. I'll be a little bit closer to some bigger places. So. But the Uwharrie experience has been quite a bit. I got hours and hours of footage that's like unreleased because I never really got good at editing. And I wouldn't mind putting it together. And then I have probably days worth of audio recordings of just from all the different microphones I've had set out in different spots. And I like to go through all that and see what I get. I still need to go through the me and Julia sat down after we did that live stream the other week. out here, and we just kind of caught some timestamps of where you could hear some. I just saw the weirdest thing. I don't know what it was. Keep it out there for a second. The thing about this spot is, and the owners even say this, like it's like you see something, it's like corner of your eyes type stuff, but like with that, it's like it's straight ahead. I can't even describe what it was. I just saw something. What's the big flashlight? There she is. Rain's coming in a little bit harder. Throughout the night, anytime I get up and I go out to like smoke a cigarette or anything, I'll go live and I'll do a vertical live where rain's coming in hard now. Let me see if you guys can hear that with the sensitive microphone. Of course, it dies down. Oh, I'm gonna take off my shoes at some point here. I'm gonna bring my chair over here, and I gotta throw this monitor away. Scorpius got it for me from a thrift shop. It's an old Dell monitor. It works well when it works, but then all of a sudden it just quit working. And I looked up online like little quick fixes for it, but none of them are working anymore. I think just the power supply is bad for it. But I don't feel bad about trashing it, but it don't work. It don't work. But I'm definitely gonna. I wouldn't mind rebuilding this whole like office area I got, where your guys are sitting at. Rebuilding it and then actually having like a permanent mount monitor system where it's just like I don't have to take this down every time I drive. Tuna. Off time. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. I'm gonna turn you guys around for a second, and I'm gonna magically change clothes. You're gonna hear some ruffling of the microphone because I want to take this shirt off. So did everyone have a good weekend? Oh my Lord. That shirt is wrecked. I got caught in some barbed wire a little bit earlier. I think I tore it some more. It's got so many holes in it. For all you guys wondering what's going on right now, I am taking my clothes off. I'm nude. Let me put on some shorts real quick. Okay. I mean, when we come back around, you can see a different person. Isn't that amazing? And all right, let me get my chair over here. Okay. It's like I'm back in the office again. Turn this down a little bit. All right. Money signs. Hell yeah. Those are creepy. Seen some close to that before. Well, were you talking about the black mass moving object or the orb? Oh, Nathan QS, I went to McMillanville. I remember you being there. Yeah, I was there at McMillanville. Uh, the only thing I'll be at this year so far is I'll just be a guest, not a guest, but I'll just be like an attendee at the Uwari Bigfoot Fest. Probably see me and Julia Sims up there. We have to work that day, so it'll probably be in the morning, and then we'll probably head out. But the Uwari Bigfoot Fest was a blast last year. That was that was like the best fest to go to as far as Bigfooting goes. Just think, I don't know if this is working from my audio. Can I like spin this thing around? Sorry guys, I'm probably putting you through audio hell right now. But it's all for the greater good. Hairy ass chest is gonna. Reverend PC did the black mass. The black mass thing, that because when I heard it, it was through. I was with Julia Sims when we were getting like updates on it, like right after I think the day it happened, and so I was interpreting when it said like it was like a dark figure, black mass kind of thing moving. I was thinking like a figure, like of course I personified. I'm gonna think it's like a Bigfoot or something like that. But no, he described like a black mass moving object. And I think that's really interesting. I am going to have to end outside to get the I did get and Scorpius provided this for me too. Wherever he's at, where's he at? He gave me this incense burner with frankincense and myrrh, which is straight up biblical gift. I like that, and a white sage. So usually after I do an investigation like this, I will usually I will burn some sage, some of this white sage, just to kind of help cleanse the bus out, you know, because that was a concern, particularly after that Sumter investigation I did, where like the metal door slammed and all that. That's where I was like, oh, this thing like might be getting attacked. Oh, that, and I had that weird thing where through the sensitivity mic, I heard like the sounds of hell, you know, like all the screaming and crazy. So like that was a weird thing. I was kind of freaked out, but like, oh, what if like something like possesses the bus, and not in like a cool Christine way where she fixes herself, but what if it like, you know, I just don't want this to become like a poltergeist center. It's too small for that. You know what I mean? I don't need a ghost right over there. I'm going to turn the AC down and make me a cup of coffee. I could use some coffee. I feel like coffee would be good right now. Coffee would be good. Sage is a good idea. MK, say a prayer of protection. Also, I need to get it. I need to learn some good prayers for protection. I have this mindset too sometimes where it's like, and who told me this? Mulby Motorsports' brother, who also owns the shop that the bus was built at. I was talking to him while we were doing the Sumter dock. I would come back up here and work on the bus. We'll come back up to the shop to work on the bus. And he was saying that who did I hear it from? I think it was his girlfriend told me that like you gotta be careful with stuff like that, like even with sage and all that, because if you don't know what you're doing, you might actually put more harm into it than good. Because it's like you feeding it the fact that like if I'm doing something, if I'm burning sage the wrong way, like I'm actually just feeding into like whatever darkness there is, um, just because I'm acknowledging that it exists there. You know what I mean? So I was a little concerned about even doing anything at all. I was almost gonna like let it just be what it was gonna be, and kind of just ignore anything that happened. But then, yeah, I agree. Like I think I burn a little bit of white sage. I usually chill out. I acknowledge that I'm burning white sage to kind of like cleanse the bus, and it's good. It's good stuff. Reverend PC. I keep white sage, blessed oil, holy water all on hand all the time. I need to get myself, and this is what this is gonna go down a little bit of a rabbit hole. Growing up, we had my dad was a devout Catholic. I was raised Catholic. We had this like bronze bust of Jesus that hung on the wall, and I've seen them before. I've seen them like I've looked it up. I guess they were fairly popular. Real heavy thing, and it's like Jesus, and he's like praying. And it's like handsome, classic Jesus, and behind it, if you turn it around, there was a vial of holy oil. There was a little flask of holy water, and what else was back there? That might have been it. I feel like there was a third thing. But I always thought that was really cool. It was kind of like a holy relic kind of thing. I need to get some holy, some blessed oil and some holy water up in there. I have to wonder, like, can I just bless holy water? You know what I mean? What certificate is handed out that makes it like we're like, oh, you bless water now, or is it like a? Because in my head, I'm like, well, as long as my heart's in Christ, like I should be able to like bless like water, like Constantine. I need to watch that movie again. My biggest concern for the bus with paranormal activity is something actually damaging like the electrical systems in it, because I've seen it like take out batteries time and time again. I'm a little concerned because these batteries are a little bit bigger or a little bit pricier. I would not like them to get zapped. Must have been really dehydrated. I'm slamming this liter. What time is it now? I'm probably going to wrap up at 11. We'll try to get there. And then hit the notification bell on this channel. Hit the notification bell. And then throughout the night, anytime I go outside, I'll go live on my phone via vertical streaming. And we're just go out there. I'll keep the sound stick ready. I'm going to turn this off since it's raining. And I got to replace the batteries already. Oh, my Lord. I don't like that. I don't like that. But this is like this is kind of what I've always wanted. Like, this is like the dream of the bus, is that I get to be in a weird location and I get to look for. Wait, what did Padgy say? June doesn't carry the holy water keeps the entities away, but I'm not sure if the circumference is keeping it on the bus so nothing follows you inside too close. And also there's a weird aspect of the bus being my domicile. Like I live here. Like I'm always here. So since I'm like my spirit lives here, I'm here. I have a spirit and it's also here and this is its home. Is it like a little bit harder to get into here? You know what I mean? Like, is there a little bit more natural protection that like this is my home, and it's not like I'm just like staying in a cabin or anything like that temporarily. Like this is it. So maybe that provides some protection. I think tuna helps. Oddly enough, I think the cats help. Ogata is still around. Ogata is just like he's camping tonight because he refused to get on the bus when I was leaving, but he'll be back. Don't worry. But Ogata, he'll be back. But yeah, often is the like with what specifically what I'm doing, like and with spirituality, with like possessions, with like things taken in, with items, getting things like what is the rules here with that. I've always felt safe in the bus, even in really weird places where like it's even kind of crazy outside. As soon as I get into the bus, it does feel like it's its own, like, hey, we're good. We're home now. Everything's fine. Even if there's something right outside. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys about Paige used the cats do help ask the Egyptians. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like tuna, they're actually great detectors of, especially tuna and ogata. When I was staying often a lot, like when I was doing my first kind of run of like live streams from West Morris at night, I'm talking like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. The cats would make enough noise moving around and looking out windows to like kind of give me like an idea of like, oh, there's something going on out there. And sometimes you see like a possum or a raccoon, and other times you wouldn't see anything. And it was just weird. One of the more recent, because I got more viewers in the last live stream I got here now, so if I repeat a couple of stories, it's just because I'm trying to make sure everyone hears them. But the last weird thing I had in like near Morris Mountain, like Uwari, like dead center, was I got awoken in the middle of the night. Come to, like, I didn't know anybody woke me up. I just like shot out of bed. And I was like, "What's going on?" And then I looked over, and she's laying there, and she has like she's white as a ghost, and she's terrified, and she's going something slapping the back of the bus, or something slapping the bus. So I like groggily, I get up, I grab the flashlight, and I start like peeking around. For some reason, I go to the front of the bus. I don't know why. I guess because there's more glass there, so I figured if I might see something. Tuna doing inspections. Tuna doing inspections. Tuna, I'm telling a story here. Tuna. Oh, you got a little water in your face? Oh, tuna. I love my tuna. What was I going on about? Oh, so anyway, yeah, she'll see her three distinct slaps on the back of the bus, and it wasn't like a branch. Because the bus, when I park it, like when I'm at work, it sits there for like the week. Like it's just, it doesn't move or anything. So I would hear a branch if it's like hitting the tree, or if it's like hitting the bus. Cat butt. Holy cat butt. Tina, you're such an attention whore. Oh, yeah. You're my favorite, Tuna. I love you. All right, you want to go over there, eat some food. Ugh. So she heard three distinct slaps on the back of the bus. So she said it would have been. I wish I had a laser pointer. It would have been over like this back window right here. That's actually my toilet down there. You can't see because of the bottle of water in front of it. But there's the bathroom back there. But the slapping would have hit like right there where that light's at. And it was three distinct where it was like bang, moment, bang, another moment goes by, bang. And I spent like 5 minutes looking around the bus, and then I woke up. It's like early in the morning, so after I finally see that there was nothing around the bus, I went to go use the bathroom. I'm sitting there and I asked I was like, what time is it? I didn't know what time it was. And when she looked at the watch, it was like 3:05. So like whatever was slapping on the bus, it happened right at 3 a.m. And that's like the thing with Uwari. It's on like a time clock. Like you hear vocalizations, you hear weird stuff like, as soon as night kind of falls, that's not out of the possibilities, any of that. But like it seems like midnight to like 4 a.m. is just prime time out there, particularly in that Morris Mountain area. And this year's been, like I said, this year's just been different out there. The drought's terrible, the heat's terrible, and activity is just like it's happening. Like it's staying steady. I haven't had any type of inclination that it's been on a decline. Now, not to say that it's always been that way. This is particular for this year. So there's something about this year that seems to have activity kind of staying steady. As you said, 3 a.m. the witching hour, and yeah, and I've been raised my whole life always hearing that like 3 a.m. is the witching hour, and in my experiences doing this, the whatever this has been, the year I've been doing this, but like the multiple years beyond this where I just had like a little personal private interest in this, like 3 a.m. has always been the time where things get weird. Absolutely. And what does that mean? I don't know. How's everyone doing? I hate to see I'm on a kicker of 80s comedies lately. Y'all forgive me. 80s comedies were good. when a comedy's good, like it's good. You know what I mean? It's like what did I watch recently? I don't remember. My memory's getting worse as I get older. Let me check out what is going on. I never have time. I just got off work. I wanted to do the proper format for this show is going to be like last live stream I did, where we did like an edited video of me traveling to the area. I want to keep doing that. So whenever a live stream starts up, there's like a pre-edited video, just like 5, 10, 15 minutes of just like the journey to this place where I can like tell everybody what's going on. I just didn't have time for this one today. If I had an extra day, I would have like filmed some, because like the bus is a lot of fun to drive around and it's very interesting. 3 a.m. is what stuff happens for me. It happens all at all. Yeah. Bedtime also. Yeah. Something about that hour. It's just it's a strange hour. And particularly with me, I've always and I'm sure some of you guys in chat. How many of y'all in chat? Let me get one in chat. Have you ever been like just woke up at 3 a.m. for no reason whatsoever? I do it all the time. There's so many times where I wake up, it's the middle of the night. I groggily look at the phone and it's 3 a.m. or it's 3:02 or it's 3:01. Like it's right there at 3 a.m. And it happens all the time. I'm sure it probably happens to you guys too out there. Ned, I already see one in the chat. Yep. Reverend PC. Yep. Elizabeth all the time. Yeah, look at that. I think the people who are more open to this type of stuff, us, that's like there's something to that. You know, maybe just whatever the energy in the air or whatever happens at 3 a.m. that really turns things on. Like I think there's something to it. This thing's digging into me. Pull this. Not exactly a pro right here, but I'm gonna pull this lav thing off. It's digging into my side. Yeah, see, so a lot of people. Jeff Matlow often, and then the cats want to be fed. Well, that's the other thing too. Yeah, the phenomenon too, where my cats are hungry at 3 a.m. Tuna's not too bad about that. Tuna, we're talking about you. Oh. It stopped raining, so I am going to. I saved the batteries on that for the rest of the night. I had another microphone, another recorder around here somewhere. I'm coming up on it. Let me spin you guys around. It's kind of getting quiet again out there. So. We're going to take this time. I'm going to put me some coffee on. I would like a nice cup of coffee. Oh, man, I'm sore. Getting old sucks. I mean, I was always told it sucks, but man, it really sucks. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys about that weird thing that happened to me. I know I'm friends with some of you guys on Facebook. But when did this happen? This must have been like a month to like 5 weeks ago. I had what I could like only describe as being like a near-death experience. I don't think I actually died, but it was like the closest thing I think I ever had to one, or like to what it would be like. And it really tripped me up for a while. Hold on, I'll tell you about it. Let me get this coffee going first. Today's coffee selection is going to be I got chock full of nuts. Oh, hey, get back here, camera. Where do you think you're going to? I got chock full of nuts. 100% Arabic New York roast. Fine stuff right here. There I am making a mess. Oh, I gotta show you guys my little water situation here. I think it's clever. I had 6 NDEs. After the last one, it's really ramped up on high strangeness. Really? Yeah, it's 6 near-death experiences. After the last one, it really ramped up. I wonder what was about that last one that really ramped it up. It does, MK. I'm going to tell you about my experiences on the channel in the near future. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so this is one of the weirdest things. Now, granted, this was like a stressful week for me, and I was finishing up the work week. Not a lot of great stuff was going on in my life. It was pretty bad. I was probably the most stressful I've been in at least since I got out of the Army. Like it was probably one of the worst points of my life. And I'm just like, I get off of work and it's late. It's like midnight, 1 o'clock. And I think around this time, it might have been around 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm sitting there and I'm coming over to my bed right here. And it's literally, I haven't even laid down yet. I didn't even take the covers down yet. I get to about right here, and then like I felt like my whole body went to like an electrical charge. It just felt like I was getting. None of this hurt. This all felt fine, but I felt like an intense like vibration, like an electrical vibration, and I literally just was like. And I remember like facing this way. This is all I saw. Then everything whited out, and then it was so strange. It was like all my memories were just gone. I didn't know who I was, what I was, where was I at. It was just white. And then as things slowly started to come back in, and I don't know how long I was out for, but I was like, there was memories, but they were all uncategorized, and they didn't mean anything. Like they were just kind of. What's that noise? Oh, but as it started coming back today, I remember my voice asking, "Am I here forever?" And then like things started finally coming back. I started regaining movement and all that. And I got up, and then for like 5 minutes, I felt like euphoric. I felt great, like really good. And then after that 5 minutes, I even texted Julia, and I was just like, "Hey," I told her what happened, and then I felt fine at that moment. And then after those 5 minutes up of like euphoria, then I was like started getting kind of dizzy and groggy again. And then I laid back down. And I don't remember falling back asleep, but I went to sleep at that point. But it really like affected me because like to me it was like I didn't think about it at the time. Even when I made a post about what happened, I didn't think about it until like after that. Then I was like, oh, that was like what I described was like a near-death experience. Like it was like I saw white. I had these weird memory flashes. A really random stuff in my life, like very strange stuff. Stuff that like I don't even maybe I do think about it a lot, but it's not like something that's like present constantly. It's hard to explain. Oh, we're coming up on 11 o'clock here. Yeah, guys. So don't forget to hit that notification bell. I will be anytime I get up to go outside the bus. I'll go ahead and go live and see if anything weird's going on here. How do I have 19 views on that test? I'm looking at my channel right now. I haven't seen it in a minute. Wow, I remember when it was cold and I was out here. I forgot about that. Been here a while. Oh, wow, one of my first videos is from the Tennessee Wild Man of CryptidCon. Interesting. I don't remember that. Let me go finish this coffee up real fast. Oh. I gotta figure out some way to. Making some coffee. Making some coffee. Still hearing rain. Ooh, I got that coffee a brewing. Got coffee going. Who else we got in chat? Hey, this is Julie. Anything going on out there? Nothing yet. I did see something kind of weird over by. Oh, let me point it. Something caught my eye. I can't even describe what it was, but something caught my eye right over there by that barn. And again, I can't even describe it. It was something that was lighter than the rest of the stuff around it. I can't even describe really what it moved to. It just like when I got the flashlight and I turned the camera and all that, it was just like wasn't there anymore. If that makes any sense. But right now it's all quiet on the western front. The rain laid up, so we can hear a little bit better. And I'm just kind of like listening and watching right now. We're supposed to have more storms coming through throughout the rest of the night. It changes you when you have that happen. Yeah, you know what? And I didn't realize even at that time how much it affected me until like after that. Julia took me on a little like mini vacation to Blowing Rock, North Carolina, which is a lovely town. And it was actually there, like kind of being able to talk about it a little bit and kind of like being able to relax finally and not stress about so much. Is like when it kind of like hit how like I don't know. The way I described it to her was it made me feel like there was like the universe was like, why am I so low? It made me feel like it made me feel like there's somebody like up in the sky just going like, hey, time's running out, buddy. And I felt like that. Like especially I still kind of feel like that. It's not as bad now. But there was that weird moment where it just kind of like you feels like a little bit like there's someone just like, hey, time is running up. I've always kind of felt like I'm on borrowed time anyway for a long time, but like now I really feel like it's like on borrowed time. But someone suggested that it could have been, and it kind of fits the description of what I had happened. It was called a frontal lobe, like or a frontal lobe temporal seizure. So I guess people can have seizures where like it's not like you're shaking all that, but you can actually have seizures where you seize up, where you just kind of like what I did. I just kind of like, ugh, and you just out of it for like. This is the weirdest thing. I don't even know how long I was out of it for, because I was parked in at the bar. The one of the kitchens. Oh, but he always parks there, and they talk and laugh whenever they're getting to the car. So I usually hear them. I know that when I know that they were next to the bus, and then they were not after that. So I actually don't know how long I was out for. To me, it seemed like just a few seconds, but like I could have been out for like maybe like a while. I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye out though. Maybe that's what it is. Similar to temporal lobe epilepsy, can cause visions, hallucinations, etc. Yeah, it was something like that. It was like a frontal temporal lobe something. Someone sent me the thing, and one of the things that stuck out to me was uncategorized thoughts or memories, and that's exactly what I had. Because when I came to, imagine having all your memories, all your life experiences dumped in front of you, but you don't know when these things were laid out. You don't know what's in. You can't even prioritize anything. What's the most recent thing that's going on that's kind of messed up? I don't know. I couldn't tell you anything. I couldn't even tell you when it was. I couldn't tell you how old I was. I couldn't tell you anything. And then like slowly things got kind of rewired back together. What freaked me out more than anything was how because it felt like all my memories were taken from me, and then I was giving them back. But it's like, is there anything missing? And I wouldn't know if there's something missing. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't click anymore. It was very strange. Like it's a strange feeling to have, where it's like I can't trust my own memory. I'm not sure what I do. You don't know what you don't know. If that makes sense. Well, it's 11 o'clock, guys. I'm gonna wrap this stream up, but like I said, keep the notification bell on throughout the night. If anything pops up, I'll go live vertical on my phone because I can get pretty quick on that. And I got the sound stick here ready to go, and I got the GoPro ready to go too. Not the GoPro; it's an Action 5, but we'll have decent stuff going on. Thank you guys for showing up. It was great. This is an interesting place to be, and interesting to hear the stories that come out of here. Hope to come back here again and again if I can, if Julie lets me, because this is a fascinating location. You can feel it in the air here. Like you just feel the strangeness of it all. So have a great night, and I'll catch you guys around. Patty G says, "Nice spending the evening with everyone. Be safe, MK." Yeah, it was great. It's great hanging out with you guys again. It feels like it's been a while. When I did the last stream, I hadn't had because I had deactivated the channel for a minute, and when I came back, you don't get all your subscribers; like they're just gone. So when I did a last stream, there were like no one knew that it was happening, which is fine. It's whatever, but it's still there. But like now that like everything's back to normal, like pretty good. Reverend PC, brother, so glad you're back. We really missed you. Yeah, I missed you guys too. I didn't really go anywhere, but yeah, I get what you say. Yeah, it's great to be back. It's great to talk to you guys again. Yeah, stay tuned. I'm sure I'll go live at least once or twice more tonight, just as I'm getting up and doing things. All right, guys, take some of this coffee. Oh, do I have?